Sunshine came along with me and swallows in the air. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty close to what they've got. There. Yeah. I need to iron, obviously, but this has been sitting crumpled up in a bag for a little while. But just pulling the gathering threads there and cinching that up a bit. And that actually looks very promising. Yeah. Let's see the other side here. I'm not going to tie them off until I try it on and see where if I want them that quite that tight. So if you see, check the Pinterest reference or the sketch reference, the costume sketch reference or the rendering. You see these gathers up on the top, the hips, each side. Looks like that's going to work quite well. Good. Gives pretty good. Gives an idea. Okay, it's okay for now. Try that on. And I'm gonna see if I need a waistband, or else I might just like do a fold over here. I usually don't use an actual like a waistband. I don't often sew things onto a waistband. I don't know if I ever have yet. I kind of incorporate what I have. We'll see though, because that's going up. That's nice too. I might just sew it into a waistband, and that'll help also to reinforce, give another stitch point reinforcement for the gathers. Maybe if they're sewn into the waistband. I don't know if I want to sew them into, like I don't know if I want the folds that crisp, or if I want them to, that they spread out, see? And they might show that in the illustration. That's something I have to check. So we'll see. Whereas if I fold this over and they get stitched down closer to the the actual drawstring, gathering thread, then they can be allowed from there to kind of spread out. You don't necessarily need them spread out for the waist though, because you might need it tighter than that, so that might help actually to just sew them into the waistband and then have that part secured. So it just depends on how the waist fits right now. So I'm going to try it on so I get an idea, and then I'll just tie off these gathers where I want them. I like them cinched up like this. I think it looks good. Just have to make sure that I'm giving myself enough room in the waist, and I think it will be. And if it's still a little big, you can always still do some just general gathering into the waistband with ease to distribute. But I'm just going to try it on and see. There's not much else to do on this to finish the seams. Now this part at the bottom for the kick pleats, I don't know, here on the sides, I don't know if I'm going to deal with those right now or if I'm just going to finish the seams. I have a performance coming up in just over a week, and I don't know that I quite have the materials that I want for the kick pleats yet. For my performance coming up, I'm going to be wearing this with probably a white shirt, so I'm going to finish this skirt and this mock-up sash as well, and I think that will do for this performance. And I also have a sewing demonstration the same day at the same event. Just felling the center front seam. So I'm just finishing the raw edges at the bottom, and I'm not dealing with the kick pleat stuff yet. I have a performance in a few days, so I just want to get this wearable. The kick pleat stuff will follow after that. Okay, look at you. Off of this. Thank you. Now, I'm not doing these decoratively, just trying to get them on right now. For the actual piece, I might do that, like some people do, like the buttonhole stitch, I think, around them. Just kind of whipping them on right now. I am going to put a waistband on this skirt. So what I've done is gathered, just put a running stitch through, gathering thread, and just gathered in this area that's already gathered. I just gathered up here as well. And so get it down to the proper size. I'm going to do a running stitch again along the top of the skirt and what will be the top of the, toward the top of the waistband right before it folds over. It's going to fold over on this line. So I'm going to do a running stitch and attach the waistband to the skirt, and then I will stitch it down firmly. I have cut a strip of the fabric, which just ended up getting the pattern going in the opposite direction, which is fine. That works out fine. So it's folded in half to make a belt, and I've seen several dresses with that sort of a sash belt. 1910s, well, that was a big thing for the 1910s dresses anyway, around the waist. They had these wide sashes or belts, and but with the pinked edges, fabric flower with a button in the center. I've seen several examples of that, and one of them showed the back of the dress and the back of the belt, and so gave me some ideas for to make it actually a belt instead of like a tie sash, and closure with buttons, with 2 buttons on each side of the opening, and then with loops to join them for the closure. So I'm just going to, well, for the top edge, I'm going to fill that down. This is going to be the back side, since this has some stains. Might be able to get those out. This fabric was washed, but it's been a while. This has been in progress, and then I took a little break, so it's got some stains since, but that can either be the back side, or I can try and clean that off. It might be. enough to pick it up. It's usually my voice that really... Tracy, tell us if you can hear the... No, stay there. Tell us if you can hear the guitar through the speakers. Can you hear the guitar?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. It might be enough. That might be enough, Jim.
Yeah, like 5 minutes ago.
Oh, gosh. Okay, I'm going to get started here. That suits you, Jim?
Yeah.
Okay, can you go ahead?
So you can read through the explain now.
Okay. Well, thanks so much for your help. I really appreciate it. I wonder if we have any Elvis Presley fans here today. Yay! I heard that. Your heart beats wild in the country, and here with a dream in my heart of the wild, wild country. Am I heart of the wild, wild country? Am I? 'Neath the willow tree, sad and bright, I heard him sing of Oralee, made with golden hair. Sunshine came along with me and swallowed